3, 2, 1. Hey there, fans. Welcome back to Watch Scenario Wednesday. So, I'm your host, as always, Paul S. Stuffy Esquire. And we're here in the King Tut Suite. I am still sequestered. Like I had mentioned in a previous video, I'm still working every day, so I'm keeping myself isolated when I get home. But I wanted to get back to doing some videos. I gave the boys 3 challenges to pick a watch company each, and then also pick a watch from each brand. So I picked Ball Watch Company, Jay Goebbels picked IWC, and RCW picked Zenith. And then we each had to pick one watch from each category to discuss, as well as discuss the company that we chose. So I hope you enjoy. This is a voiceover segment again. We couldn't get together to film it. We're going to maybe try a Zoom like we did for Fragrance Friday. But for now, we're going to do the voiceovers with still images, so stay tuned. Let's get the usuals out of the way. I don't think I've shown this sport coat before, so I'm in a Michael Kors. I just love this watch. So I have some watches of all different price ranges. I probably have less than $100 into this watch. I have more into the snakeskin watch band than I do the watch itself. I get so much joy out of it, and I think that's the beauty of collecting anything, is that it's just what you love. Honestly, due to the increased hand washing and having to wear gloves at work, my hardcore fans are going to be upset. I have not been wearing a watch to work, so it feels so good to put this on. So I wanted to put on something I absolutely love. It's my vintage Timex. It's so beautiful. It has a sunburst champagne dial. It has a date window at the 3 o'clock. It's just so simple, elegant. I love the curves on it. It was an estate sale purchase. This Michael Kors was a vintage find. This beautiful gold couch is a vintage find. So I like what I like. I can't help it. So let's roll tape.
IWC is a luxury Swiss watch manufacturer located in Schaffhausen, Switzerland. It was founded by American watchmaker Florentine Aristo Jones in 1868. IWC is known for producing high-quality pilot and aviation watches and has a wide range of other timepieces in their catalog, including the Sporty Ingenieur, dressy timepieces like the Portofino and Da Vinci, as well as the Portuguese. While they might not be as well known to the general public as Rolex or Omega, they are a great brand to consider if you are in the market for a luxury timepiece. My pick for the Ball Watch Company is the Trainmaster Manufacture 80 Hours. It features a chronometer, certified automatic movement, and an 80-hour power reserve. This watch also has very strong shock resistance and is very anti-magnetic, which would make for a great everyday work watch. This is my pick for Ball watches. My pick for the Zenith watches is the Chronomaster Revival El Primero. This watch is a column wheel chronograph with a smaller case diameter of 37 millimeters, although as you can see in the pictures, wears much larger on the wrist than you would expect. I love the Panda dial on this timepiece, and I believe it's a watch that would definitely turn heads. This is my choice for Zenith watches. My pick for IWC watches is the Portofino Automatic Moonface. The beautiful blue dial with the moonface complication is paired handsomely with a nice leather strap. In my book, no watch collection is complete without a nice dress watch, and this Portofino really fits the bill. This would be my choice for IWC watches.
The Ball Marvelite 40mm Engineer 3 with a white dial, automatic 80-hour power reserve, all stainless steel, anti-reflective crystal, screwed-in crown, bracelet with a folding buckle, is an all-class type of watch. This watch is exquisite. The IWC Ingenieur, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, 40mm stainless steel case, 10.3mm thick dial, screw-in crown, convex sapphire glass crystal, automatic movement with a 42-hour power reserve. This watch is probably the country club type of watch that most of us won't have, but it is a beautiful type of watch. Pure class. The Zenith Pilot Type 20 Extra Special 45mm brushed steel case, Zenith instrument logo on the dial, with an Elite 679 automatic movement and a 50-hour power reserve. The strap is black vintage calfskin with rivets and a titanium pin buckle. I picked this watch because I enjoy the TV Zenith when I was a child, and it looks like a Shinola watch, which I think would fool a lot of people, and they would probably think that this watch is a lot cheaper than a Shinola, which the quality of it is not.
I chose Ball Watch Company. I believe its history is worth looking into. It's unfortunately a tragic story, but it's a situation where it created a standard and prevented further tragedy. So there was a train crash in Tipton, Ohio, that was caused because an oncoming train, the conductor's watch had stopped for over 4 minutes, and back then they used to share tracks. So because the time on one train was off, the trains collided because they did not reach the proper point to where they needed to switch. So a Cleveland watchmaker, Webb C. Ball, was tasked with creating a railroad standard. And even though the company is now Swiss-made, they still pride themselves on being a COSC certified chronometer. So the watch I chose is the Roadmaster Marine GMT. I've always wanted a GMT. Also, what I love about Ball is they use tritium gas tubes for their illumination instead of superluminova. And this watch has 27 microgas tubes, COSC certified, 38-hour power reserve, and it has an in-house automatic caliber, as well as 200-meter water-resistant, shock-resistant, and anti-magnetic protection. So this is a both beautiful, durable, and practical tool watch. Okay, for my choice in IWC, you can't go IWC without going with a pilot's watch. And I chose the Spitfire, and of course it's a chronograph. It's one of my favorites, and I've always wanted to own a bronze cased watch. This watch is 41mm, screw-in crown, water resistant to 6 bars. It's got a 33 joule automatic in-house movement, caliber 69380. It also has not only, I think 40 is a perfect case size, but 41 is pretty close. And then it has a beautiful 20mm brown calf leather strap. You cannot go wrong when you choose a pilot's watch from IWC. My final pick is from the Zenith Watch Company. And I'm sorry, RCW, I also like Zenith Televisions, but those are an American company, and I don't believe they're related to Zenith. I love Zenith. They do a lot of chronographs, and if you're a fan of the channel, you know I am a fan of chronographs. So I'm going big, I'm going bold, I'm going with the Chronomaster El Primero. It's got an automatic movement, caliber 4061. It's a little bit bigger than I like to go, but it's a 42mm, and I'm going 18 karat rose gold. It's got an open heart style, beautiful multicolored chronograph dials. I think this is just the perfect watch.
If you're going to go El Primero, why not go all the way? Thanks for tuning in, YouTube. Catch us next week where we're going to try to do this live over video conference. Watch Scenario Wednesday.